prop that up and see what you're able to do from a return perspective. So that takes us, and I did that on purpose there, call that a segue. We have the Women's World Cup starting tomorrow. We're recording this on the 19th of July. Taylor, who do you have? Do you got any? Are you just rocking with the home team? You just going with the USA? Who are you going with? Who do you feel like is going to win the Women's World Cup?
I mean, how can I not go with the home team? I got to, especially, you saw the Arthur Ashe Award winners for all of, the women's national team. I don't know how long they dated back. They weren't kind of clear on that part when they were presenting the award. But, of course, I'm a rock with our women, and got to bring it home with all the moves that it's really – that's kind of the biggest point. You have to win. I look at this kind of like Kobe – early 2000s, obviously complete different case of what he was when he was fighting the case, but keeping his name.
How do you talk this topic?
Wait a second. Give me a second, Sterling. But how Kobe had to keep his name afloat by winning that championship. These girls were out here fighting for the money that they rightfully deserve, but at the same time, you had that crazy sect that was trying not to support, saying that the women didn't need to make that much money because the men's tournament brings in this, but the women have always been better, so they should have been paid. But everybody kept making excuses for why the women shouldn't have been paid. If the women come out here and drop down a championship, there ain't nothing that nobody can say. I'm coming at it. Ain't nothing that nobody can say. You got to respect what they do, and then you got to stamp it and just allow and just rock with it and be like, hey, these women are fire. They deserved it. Everything that they fought for, everything that they complained about, everything that they raised for an awareness standpoint, damn, they earned that. They earned that. Shh. I'm not trying to cuss, but I'm getting hyped up. You saw where I was going with that, Sterling, because, they did.
It was a wild comparison to begin with. I think you brought it home, sort of.
No, I brought it home. You had to listen to me.
I don't think there's pressure, though, right?
I think there's pressure. You can't be Sterling. You can't be.
I think the pressure is to three-peat, right? Anytime you've heard like Steve Kerr always talked about it when he was going through the Warriors here recently. Like, it's so hard to three-peat, and the team is different, right? Like it's you got Alyssa Thompson, who's like 17 years old. You got Megan Rapinoe, who's at the end of her career, right? She's going to retire at the end of this year. So it's a weird transition year, I think, from like the old to the new in terms of what we've known in terms of U.S. women's soccer. And then obviously this new blood that's coming in. So, yeah, I mean, I think always a tough thing too, when you're favored right now, if you're looking at some betting odds, the U.S. is favored at plus 225 to win. England is right behind them at plus 450. Spain is at plus 500, and the U.S. is getting over 75% of the money to win the World Cup right now. So I think that's where the pressure comes, right? Like, yes, I think deep down, do they, like Alex Morgan and them who've been fighting for this, to your point, Meg Rapinoe, want to go out and stick it to all these people that were like, you shouldn't get paid like, absolutely, right? But I think they go out there. That's probably part of it at any time, right? Just of having to like prove like dumb people and doubters like wrong, right? I think for them it's like the pressure, like you're supposed to. I think it's anytime you have the pressure, like I got to win. That's always tough. Right?
100%. And they're in a solid group. They could experience some difficulty, I think, with Netherlands, but it's United States is in Group E with the Netherlands, Portugal, and starting off with Vietnam on the 21st. So, yeah, I when this comes out, they definitely would already have started, and we have to see where they line up. But Brazil obviously very tough, and they're right in Group F as well. They have France, Jamaica, Panama in their group. But no, the pressure to win is always there. I think in the world that we're in right now, I mean, you look at over the summer and who's been one of the number one video people, he hasn't even done anything. He's not even trying to, but the optics and what people do via social media, and that is LeBron James. And people saying like LeBron James is one of the funniest unintentional NBA players of all time. Yeah. And he even called it out. That's so like they see it. He called it out the ESPYs where he was like, oh, there's funny videos of me running around. He's like, they are funny. These players see that, and that is sparked up by you could say the one guy or girl in a dark room that has a voice now that can be echoed in what used to be a vacuum, but now that echo chamber spreads out across the multiverse here with the internet. And I think that would be a big thing if the women go down and then say they lose an unsuspecting match. And I hope everybody's staying off social. I don't think they're gonna be checking 24/7, but like that comes back. People might be texting me like, hey, like, you guys need to stake, y'all need to stake your claim. You got to, make your mark, blah, 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 blah. So I think that's where I'm coming from. I see that pressure there. Obviously you want to win, but obviously I think the biggest thing that people love to do, and I love to do it myself, is shut the haters up. And shutting haters up is one of the most satisfying and gratifying feelings you could ever have, in being able to just stake it, move on, nothing that you can say at this point, and we can just keep on moving forward. So good luck to our U.S. women.
Yeah, absolutely. And wanted to bring that up. There's a couple cool partnerships you'll see here. So TikTok and FIFA are going to bring fans closer to the action. So TikTok's going to give you exciting content, behind the scenes moments, team arrivals, live pre-match content promoting the game, where to watch it, match highlights, player and coach reactions, and much more. So go over to TikTok, and you can also find some of this on FIFA.com as well. And then FanDuel is doing something pretty cool. They've partnered with a female-owned roastery, North Edge Craft Coffee, to launch a limited edition blend called Fan Fuel Extra Kick Coffee. This coffee will help refuel fans after a long night of cheering on Team USA. You can find this in a few of the cities. So I think the FanDuel's going to have like a truck, like a fan fuel truck, and the cities are going to include New York, Boston, Columbus, and Kansas City. So pretty cool there, I think, to just bolster this up. I think this is going to be the most bet on women's World Cup we've ever seen, which is super exciting. And to your point, I think sticking it to all the haters kind of out there that have said things for a long time. So good luck to our women's team. Can't wait to watch. To Taylor's point, by the time this comes out, it'll already have started. Again, the match is starting on the 20th. The first match for the USA teams on the 21st. So excited to see the results pour in there.